Warning. This is a commissar pro impressions video. It is full of fake accents, noobish tinkering, and spoilerific gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with March of Industry, Very Capitalist Factory Simulator Entertainments by Archive Entertainment. That's a hell of a title, isn't it? Yes, it is. So what is this game, you're probably wondering? It just popped up on Steam, and it came out today, you know, all that good stuff, and frankly, I'm pretty excited to play it. That's right. I actually put in a little bit of time so far, and I gotta say, the core concept is incredibly interesting. If not a bit, it's hard to figure out what resources combinations make what, which you're about to see here in a second. So, essentially, we're going to start out by making a couple of one-input machines, right? And we're also going to put a couple of conveyor belts. So, I'm going to take sand, I'm going to drop it on the conveyor belt, in it goes, and bam, that's right, it makes something. Now we're also going to add on to that line one more input machine with a couple more conveyor belts to kind of clean up the mess a bit. There we go. So here we go. Sand, sand, sand. And as you can see, the original resource goes into another resource, which goes into another resource, which creates a weapon. That's right. Now the weapon is really what you want to sell, because that's what you're going to make money on. So we're going to take all this stuff here, we're going to click, we're going to drag, and we're going to sell all that, and look at that, we made a ton of money back. So by doing that, and also accomplishing the objectives at the bottom right, we've unlocked more stuff. But first, before we do that, I'm going to drop a few more pieces of sand into our little machines here to make sure that we have a decent little supply of things to sell. Alright, so let's go ahead and start out by putting the 2 input machine here, and we'll put a 1 input machine here, and I think that's all we'll need for the beginning. So let's do that, and then take 10. Oh, I forgot on my other conveyor belt. Click, 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 click. Alright, there we go. And take copper and make a couple of combinations of those. And as you can see, we have now made blunderbusses. That's right. Copper, tin, copper, tin. Okay. So now we've actually got a decent number of weapons to sell. And boom, look at that, made a whole ton of money. And made a ton more. So the military-industrial complex has further expanded. That's right. So what they want us to do now is they want us to sell 50 blunderbuss weapons. We also have a couple of new things here. As you can see, the unloader. This is going to be a nifty little tool that makes it so much easier to be a capitalist dog. That's right. We're going to start out by building 100 copper box, which literally it just throws out whatever resource is associated with it, and we're going to put one right there as well. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to come all the way down, and it's going to give us some nice blunderbusses to sell. We're also going to put an unloader up here, right there, and we're going to put a 100 sandbox right there to create some additional weapons for us to sell. Alright, now as long as this keeps dragging on like it should, we should have a pretty nice bit of money to make here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and sell some of these blunderbusses because they're clogging up the line. There we go. We've already made half of what we need to sell. And boom, I just sold some more of those, making additional money. So you can see here that we have very basic little assembly lines going on. They're pumping out weapons for the war effort, whatever that particular war effort may be. And we are dominating, ladies and gentlemen. We are dominating. That's right. So, the core concepts of the game are pretty simple. You put in X and Y comes out, and they expand upon it in very, very simplistic terms, like basically we can stop that particular resource there. Let's try to just take one of them. Whoop, there we go. So what is this resource? Well, this is bronze. So we can take bronze and we can combine it with something else. We're about to get iron, so I'm going to wait for us to get iron before we do that. Alright, there we go. We've sold some more things. Alright, did we get iron yet? Nope. What's it want me to do? Oh, it wants me to reach 7,000. 7,000. Aight. Boom. 7,000. Making a lot of money getting shit done, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to build another 2-input machine. We're going to build a conveyor here. 2. We're going to build a 1-input machine here. And then we're going to build another conveyor here. Alright, and with that we're also going to expand our factory to give us a little bit of more playroom. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. And what do I want to drop on it? Let's try some iron. And then we'll take our bronze, put that on it, and nothing is made out of it. So experimentation is key, because you kind of need to sit here and figure out what makes what. And nope, nothing comes out of bronze and carbon either. Interesting. Very interesting. But I do know that something comes out of iron and coal. Boom. So we now have a broadcast tower. I wonder if that broadcast tower makes anything with bronze. It does not. So, as you can see here, you basically just keep experimenting to see further on down what you can make. I don't think there's anything I can really make with bronze at the time. Maybe let's try sand. Maybe something will happen with sand. Doubt it. Nope, nothing. But yeah, so that's the basic concepts of the game, and as you go and you play more, it starts to get a lot more complicated. Just trying to sell 3 weapons based on iron or carbon has been a complete pain in the ass. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting game, and so far I very much like the concept of it. I like how it plays out, and it's just going to take a bit of experimentation to really figure out how, you know, we're going to do this, how I'm going to make what I am going to make. With that said, you can also have conveyor belts attaching like this. Like, say we want all of our stuff to go into the 2-input machine here rather than go into this 1-input machine. So we could sell that, and like I said, we can experiment a bit. Let's try putting in tin and copper. It'll put out bronze, and then I guess I didn't really give it enough space to be conveyed effectively. That's right. And then it goes in. And then again, you would put something else in as an experiment. Let's just try that. Yep, nothing. But needless to say, as you go on in the game, more complicated things will happen, more complicated things will come out, and so on and so forth. And like I said, if you don't like something you've done, you can just go back and you can sell it, and you can rebuild it manually. You can start the game over as many times as you want, and it's all relatively simple and smooth. I like it. I very much like it. All in all, for only like $8.50, this game's awesome. It's very simplistic at core, but I mean, that's a good thing, right? In my opinion, it is. The simpler the better, honestly. So yeah. But with that in mind, this has been Commissar Bro. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I hope you find this game as interesting as I do, and I hope you can make some pretty crazy weapons factories, my comrades. That's right. This has been Commissar Bro, and I'll see all of you next time.